Good afternoon. My name is Janice Marshall. I'm running for Justice of the Peace, Department 3. I moved to Nevada in 1990, worked as the death penalty law clerk for the United States District Court. I moved to Las Vegas in 1992 to be the last law clerk for Roger D. Foley, U.S. District Court judge. I put myself through UC Davis and McGeorge School of Law. I also put myself traveling overseas. I worked for I studied at the University of Taiwan, graduate study, language study. I went back and worked for a law firm, and I've been in private practice in Las Vegas since 1993. I am a general litigator. I've appeared in all courts in Nevada. I'm also licensed to practice law in California. I've been licensed to practice law in Nevada since 1992. I have represented police officers, 1983 civil rights actions in federal court, defending them on wrongful shooting, death cases, false arrests. I've also represented Clark County Fire Department. I've represented clients in landlord-tenant disputes on both sides. I represent trade vendors in mechanical lien actions, and I'm also representing clients in bankruptcy cases, and for example, Lake of Las Vegas and the Rhodes bankruptcy case. I also represent credit unions and other general litigation matters. I have experience in criminal law, working as a death penalty law clerk, considering habeas corpus petitions for people who have been convicted and whether they were properly convicted. I also interned for the Sacramento District Attorney's Office and Public Defender's Office. And in defending police officers, of course, there's involvement in evidence and other criminal matters. I am running for Justice of the Peace Department 3 because I think that good people need to step up and take hard jobs, and I'm on the standing committee for judicial ethics and campaign practices. I'm also the immediate past president of the Federal Bar Association. I also sit on the Southern Nevada Disciplinary Board. I volunteer my time, I work hard, and I'll take the same dedication and work ethic that I have throughout my life, putting myself through school and traveling overseas and representing clients that I will toward being the Justice of the Peace. Thank you.
And my name is Tony Abbatangelo, the current Justice of the Peace in JC3. I've been there since 1996, and prior to that, I was a municipal court judge in Las Vegas, Department 3 as well, from 1993 to 96. And I was born and raised here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I practiced law in 1990 with my father, and we did general practice. We did criminal, personal injury, and family law is primarily what I did. And first week of I was working with him, he handed me the stack of files and said, go. And I had a bench trial in front of Judge Vega, who was the municipal court judge at that time. And just started criminal work, and I'm used to the volume. And I have 4 children, and very excited to be here today. And at least Larry is nice and casual as well, because everybody else has suits on. And after this, I'll be leaving to go roller skating at the Crystal Palace. And I can't skate very well with a suit on, let alone regular clothes. So I feel better that this is more casual, Larry. Appreciate it. And I'll pass the mic.
Thank you. Good afternoon, panel members. Good afternoon, radio listeners. My name is Larry Lamoureux. I'm an attorney here in town. I've been in Las Vegas for approximately 25 years, a practicing attorney for 30 years. Primarily now in transactional law, but I've practiced in all areas of legal discipline. Originally from the big sky country of Montana, but got tired of shoveling snow and decided to come to Las Vegas. I've got a family of 3 children, grown, been married for 31 years. Attended Montana State University, Gonzaga University, and the University of Florida, where I received an LLM in tax law. I'm a United States Army veteran from 72 through 74. Was assigned to the Army Security Agency and I also worked with NSA at that time, both primarily in Germany, but some out-of-country experience. I have been a business owner here in Las Vegas. I owned 2 separate businesses, employing between 10 and 20 employees. We sold those businesses some time ago. Had the privilege, not always enjoyable, of being able to deal with employee matters and situations, as well as the myriad of client matters over these 30 years or so of practice. Member of Metro's Citizens Review Board, also a participant in Metro's Citizens Police Academy, dealt with numerous issues with those boards. Also, various charitable organizations have sat on boards there and participated in a lot of pro bono work here in Nevada.
And sitting in for Heidi is Jeff Durbin. Jeff, you want to, or did you want to start on that end, Mike? Or okay, Jeff.
Hello. This is a 2-part question. As a Justice of the Peace, what would be the greatest challenge? Excuse me. What would be the greatest challenge that you would be facing, and how we go about alleviating this challenge?
Janice Marshall. Justice of the Peace is a limited jurisdiction court. There are a broad array of people that appear before Justice of the Peace, not just criminal, landlord-tenant, small claims, and arraignments on misdemeanor and felony matters. I think one of the biggest problems that are facing the courts, that I face every day when I go practice in court, is that there is endless waste of time of attorneys, witnesses, and parties, and that judges need to be more respectful of people's time and what they are appearing for, move the cases forward, grant summary judgment, grant rulings when they're appropriate. They need to be respectful of witnesses and parties. And also, with the economic times that we're in, there have to be options for people. People just do not have money to pay fines. And so there needs to be an option of community service, if that's a possibility, if that's an option under the state law. And I think that judges need to, of course, enforce the laws, but also be aware of the circumstances of the people that are appearing in front of them. So, for example, if you're a veteran, you're active military, there are circumstances that you need particular care for because of the circumstances involved, their unavailability, not being able to make payments. And certainly a judge needs to look at each person, be unbiased, impartial, but they also need to look at each case and understand what is the law that applies, what are the facts that are before the court, and what's the proper determination of this particular case. I would schedule hearings throughout the day, 5 days a week, courts open. You need to accommodate witnesses, schedules of attorneys, early morning, later day, during lunchtime, then you need to do that. There shouldn't be the stacking of the witnesses and cases in the morning. We're there to work all day long, and we should be working all day long. And we should accommodate the schedules of the people that appear in front of us so that we can move cases along and not have continued delays. And that will help our judicial system immensely.